right, so here's 1420. When you log in, we will not meet that first week. Instead, I will send you this video that will, it's an overview of the course and then help you get started. And so that when we meet, we will meet actually in week 2. So you'll be logging in, you'll come to the home page and you'll see where you have information about me, the syllabus, and the schedule. And then we have our virtual class meeting room link, which is the exact same as the one that you've been coming into. So I just pasted it there. So we'll meet every Tuesday at the same time, 4:30 to 6:30. And you can, if you haven't already joined Remind, you can still do that by texting this text to the phone number 81010. And that would help you send me a text if you have any questions, you can upload screenshots and everything. Okay. Now, so I'm just going to click on this first link to the syllabus and go over that very quickly. It'll be very similar to 1410, the way it's laid out. I'll go right down to the assignment descriptions. For the formative assignments, which is 35% of your grade, we have homework and activities. The homework is worth 15%, and the activities in the Dropbox are worth 20% of your overall grade in this class. For tests and the summative assignments are worth 65% of your grade. We have 4 tests and 1 final exam. And so of the 5 exams that we have in this course, that's the 4 tests and the final exam, if you divide 65 divided by 5, you get 13. So each test in final exam is worth 13% of your grade. Now, if you're jotting this down, it's awesome because you're going to be taking a syllabus quiz about this information. So there's the breakdown here. We have homework, 15%, activities, 20%. Each test of 4 tests are worth 13%, and the final exam is 13%. And then the grade scale is common. 90 to 100 is A, 80 to 89 is B, and so forth. Okay. So that's the syllabus. Under the, and you can get to the syllabus again by going to content, to the Getting Started section, and you can go through all of these documents, and then you can print off the important documents. So we just covered the syllabus. The next thing is the course schedule. I suggest printing that off as well. This is a kind of a pacing guide for you. So in week 1, I want you to do the syllabus quiz. That's due October 24th. And I also want you to start your ratio and proportion. That's in module 1. The everything is due November 2nd for ratio and proportion. Now, I'm going to go one document over so that you can see the schedule of assignments and due dates. Print this off. So all of module 1 is due by November 2nd.
And am I correct that we won't have access to any of this until the class opens on the 20th?
If you would like, I can just send you these documents as PDFs in an email.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay, so I could send you the
I
syllabus
would love
and
that as well.
schedule of assignments so that you can just get that jotted down.
Yes, ma'am.
An agenda. I think that's great.
I
Get,
would like that too, please.
okay. I'm happy to
I
do
would
that.
also like that, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the person that has a planner for my planner. So
I have my planner written in my planner, on my calendar, on my wall, and on my fridge.
You should,
That's
yeah, my
fantastic.
fridge behind me, everything is written on there. Doctors
Mhm.
for everybody in the house, everything.
Yeah, my family knows if it doesn't make it in one of the three planners, it didn't happen.
Yes, yes.
Does it make it in all three, Cindy?
Most of the time, yes, and Kendall will vouch, even if it's wrong, it may be wrong in all three of them.
At least you're
She's-
consistent.
She's correct.
That's awesome. I'm happy to send the schedule and the syllabus. Let's see, anything else you need? If you want, I could send a PDF of the first activity as well. All right. Now, let me go back to content and just make sure. We have in our important documents, we've got the syllabus, the course schedule, and the 7 weeks assignment and due dates. That's the big one right there. So I could send you those. And under the module 1, where you get started, there are some handouts. So you've got notes on ratio and proportional relationships, and then you have videos to watch. And then in chapter 9, where there's there's also notes on equations, and then videos on graphing and solving linear equations. And then you've got your homework in my math lab over chapters 7 and 9. And then your Dropbox activity. And so I'm going to go ahead and open the first Dropbox activity. Since it's due November 9th, I'm going to go over that with you. So you have a choice of opening up as a PDF or a document and a Word doc. So if you want to use the Word doc so that you can type in it, you are welcome to do that. But I'm going to open up the PDF. All right. So in the first activity, excuse me, there we go. The purpose of this assignment is to introduce the concept of ratios and proportional relationships. Ratios and proportional relationships are utilized every time one stops for gas or drive down the road or go to the grocery store. Does anybody look at those like price per unit when they're like shopping for items like tuna fish or like
Yes.
which one should you get? The larger can or the smaller can, right? That is ratio. Those are proportional relationships that we need to learn. The task is to solve the following word problems. It says a scooter is going 3/4 of a mile every 4 minutes. Make a ratio table or a double number line to assist you in answering the questions, such as the A, which is how far does the scooter go in 8 minutes and then in 12 minutes? And then B, how long does it take the scooter to go 3 miles or 1 mile? All right, and then in problem number 2, at lunch, there was a choice of pizza or a hot dog. 3 times as many students chose pizza as chose hot dogs. Altogether, 160 students got lunch. So how many students got pizza and how many got a hot dog? And in this one, you want to draw a strip diagram to help you solve. Now, I don't expect you to know this right off the bat. So it's so important when you're doing the activity to go into the e-text and do the reading for chapter 7 and 9. And so just like I did before, I've got up here in the quick links, your assignments, all your Dropbox activities here. The quiz, the syllabus quiz, that's only one quiz you have to take, and that's due on the 24th of October. You're going to go here and submit that quiz. It's just a syllabus quiz, but everything else that is just in the assignment Dropbox and the quick link to my Math Lab assignments. So in the e-text right there, you can open up in a separate browser, go over to the table of contents, which I think you should be good at this point, and go to chapter 7. And you're going to go through there, and then you're also going to go through algebra, okay, in chapter 9, okay? So you can just click to a section. Once you're finished reading in one, you could go to the next one. Let's say I go to 7.3, the values of ratio with unit rates. All right, and you can see how you can use some ratios. You can develop it as a table, right? Where you can put in some ratios. Let's see. And here is a problem which I would do and see how they used a diagram to solve the problem. So as you're going through, you're going to be looking at how they work these activities or work these problems using strip diagrams and tables, ratio tables. Okay. These are really cool. I don't know if you've gone into some of these the URLs, but it's interactive e-text, and you could click on them and it'll go right into like a model which you can use, or some of them are activities. Okay, it's taking a little long to load, but all right. So I do need you to be going through your text to see how they work out some of these problems before you attempt homework. Okay. And other things you can do to help you learn the material is by going to the table of contents, and under each module you'll have the handouts. So for module 1, again, we go into the document and just click on the handouts. Okay, so that's pretty much the overview of the first module, okay? So I'll send you a link to, or I'll send you a PDF of the syllabus and the course schedule. Okay,
That's perfect. Thank you.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. Do you all have access to your ebook outside of this course shell? Just curious.
Sometimes when the classes close, the book closes, but sometimes it doesn't.
Well, if it doesn't close, you can actually do some reading, before we meet, before class begins. So
I was thinking that, so I was looking forward to whenever you send us that PDF. that I can go ahead and
That
start
sounds
looking.
good. So that way, if I give you a schedule, you can actually now just take a look at chapter 7 and start reading, and you'll be ready to go when the course starts. Okay. All right. And again, all the homework is in this link here. The due dates should be already set up. So you can see that all of chapter 7 and 9 and test 1 are due on November 2nd. Okay. So you can jot that down. The second test is due November 9th. And the third test is due November 30th. And the last test, test 4, is due December 7th at 11:59 p.m. Did you want me to get the schedule for the final exam?
Oh, was that final test not the final exam?
No, that was test
Oh,
4. So the final
I'm sorry.
exam, you can't see it yet because it's not been open, but it's not open yet. So all the tests are open, but the final exam is not. And for the schedule, the final exam will open December 8th and closes December 11th.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
all right, you are welcome. So that kind of finishes up our overview of Math 1420.